Okay. Hi, we're live. He just upped the game, so I gotta up this.
I
Hang on
didn't up
just
the
a
game.
second.
This is
You
this is
did
what
no
I wear
such
every day.
thing.
This is this is what I wear every day, Heather.
Oh,
Ooh.
welcome everybody that's going to be joining us and watching back later on playback. Here we go. I had to go grab something.
Ah, there you go.
There. So now I've got my crown. It's kind of
There you
hard to
go.
see, but I got a crown.
There you go.
Thank you. I got to start doing those too.
They're stash tags. You're
Stash
going to
it.
be a copycatter.
Oh, okay. I don't want to do that.
You do see what I'm doing,
Well, you did
Yeah,
say, didn't you just
exactly.
say a
Like
little while ago, you do you, boo?
you do you, boo. And so if you want to do something like that, do it your way. It's all
I
good.
I did it my way.
Don't be
Okay,
singing. You're going to get oh, wait a
I
minute. You
know.
do you.
Yes. And
So,
and Gerald's channel link. I mean, people coming in here, who doesn't know who this guy is?
oh, lots of people
But
don't.
I still put his link down in the description box in case you don't know who my guest is. And Allyson will be joining us shortly.
Yep.
She's running a little late. And oh, here's my tea. Thank you, my dear.
Ooh, who's that handsome man behind you?
That's my Shan. Say
Hello.
hello to
Hey, Gerald. How you
everybody.
doing?
To
How you
everybody.
Hi,
doing?
everybody.
We're live. So, yes. Oh,
All right, thank you.
he's going to run off now. My cup of tea. He forgot.
He is your cup of tea, isn't he?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And then
I'm glad he was.
and a
Was he wearing?
biscuit.
Was he wearing pants?
Yes.
Oh my. Sorry,
He,
flowing. Hi, is Doris Smith.
so, hello, Flowing. Hi, Isadora. So these are,
Oh my
the
gosh.
regular peeps that I know that pop in. No, you cannot come up here right now. Oh, mommy's got too many cards on the table tonight. So, oh, thank
Keep
you,
flowing.
Flowing. Um,
Well, see, here's the thing. I personally, and this is Gerald getting on a soapbox. Um. Oh, you've not seen my soapbox?
I have, but I was. It's just yeah.
You
It's
you
cute. It's funny.
you weren't expecting that. No, but I actually spend a little bit of time with the description because I think they're well that too, but they're it's a great way because a lot of people will watch the playback and I want them to be able
Oh,
to see that. So,
oh, there she is.
hi flowing.
There she is, and the other side, sidekick, side chick.
So
I'm gonna
sorry.
think of
Hello.
something
Had to
funny.
Everybody
carry
please
on without
welcome
me.
Allyson,
Thanks,
Aries
Gerald.
Girl Tarot.
Is late.
Okay,
Nobody was saying
Allison.
that. You're,
Thank you.
Gerald set up the what do you call that when you set the you set the bar? Is that how you say it? He put his crown on. I got my crown. You
well,
got anything on your head?
maybe
I didn't know we were wearing crowns.
I didn't either. Thank God I had one.
Heather, what do you have on, honey? Oh, that's like the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Her little.
Playing with the
Yes.
Queen of
Yeah.
Hearts.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Queen of Hearts, but it's not as cool as that one. Mine's like fabric. It came
This
with
is
a costume.
Walmart.
What's that?
This is Walmart.
That's awesome, though. It's very cute. Mine's like fabric, and you put it around your bun when you have it. I have a Queen of Hearts costume. Anyhow, it's a whole thing.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, I have a Queen of Hearts costume.
Let's
You
see.
know,
Does,
like
do
everybody.
we like this? I think we like this, right? Or do we want the other one?
I like that. But
I
what
like
do you
this
want?
because
like this
I mean
one?
it's your show.
Yeah, it's your show.
Well,
babe.
you're my guest. I want you to feel comfortable. I don't want,
I
No,
wouldn't
lay
be here
back
if I
and
didn't
enjoy.
feel comfortable. Allyson, what candle are you trying to burn that is not
It's not wanting to light, which is so
Just
bizarre.
don't burn yourself like I did.
It's just a little inexpensive one, but I really liked the smell. It's luminescence, but it's basil and mint. I really like the smell.
Ooh,
Yeah, I like
basil.
that combo. I think I need to trim the wick, but I've caused enough distraction. I'll just keep. It'll light. It'll
Hey,
light.
Tangy.
There it goes.
There you go. Of course it'll light.
Like
I
this
like
long, though. I like to have it really short when I light.
Teresa. So all the peeps will be coming in. So.
Well, but doesn't, when you light a candle, you're supposed to have it like a quarter of an inch
Yep.
because it helps it burn better.
Yep.
And I would see, okay, so basil, or if you're from the other side on you know, in England or the UK, it's basil.
Basil.
But I know mint is really good for prosperity and abundance.
Mm-hmm.
What about basil? I don't know that one. Do you know?
I want to say it's one of the money ones, isn't it?
I think so. The only basil that I really like is Tony. Oh, Mickey, you're so fat. It went over.
Is what? I missed that. What did you say? Is what?
I said the only basil that I really like is Tony. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. Remember Tony Basil?
Yes.
I know. I'm really lame one-liners tonight. Let me tell you.
You're so
Okay.
1970. So am I.
1980s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I
She
mean,
was dressed.
born. Yeah.
She was dressed as a cheerleader.
Yeah,
that.
because she did choreography and stuff.
Yeah.
So they thought how great it would be for her to do and that was like all the rage, after that. Everybody had to do So Floyd said she's had pumpkin spice burning all day. Boy, someone's ready for fall already.
You know what, Flowing? That is my favorite. Like all of those pumpkin-y, cinnamon, but pumpkin spice specifically. And I told myself just a few weeks ago, this year, I'm gonna, because I'm very, very, I'm very strict with money. I'm one of those people that can just do it. But I'll tell you what, right after Thanksgiving, whatever, right before Christmas, whenever I notice, I'm going to stock up because that's my favorite. That's what I like to burn. And I don't even care what time of year it is. I mean, I do the seasonal burns too, but like that really is my favorite. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think all of those, okay, let me ask
Pumpkin spice is my favorite.
Why is that? What is it about the pumpkin spice?
Well, it's not just pumpkin spice, but like there's a couple different brands that they're very pumpkin-y. There's two. I've been saving all of my spent candles, like if they're in the same category, and I'm gonna scrape them all out, melt them all together, and make some little candles that'll hopefully smell decent because they're all similar. Same type of wax. Anyways, back to what you're asking me. I'm not really sure why. I mean, they're very earthy, which I like, and identify with. I would think that's probably part of it. Also, that time of year is very childhoody, for sure. Mm-hmm. Also, fall is just my favorite.
Yeah.
Autumn.
Yeah.
It just is.
Me too.
Yeah.
The autumn leaves, the balsam and fir. Oh my God. I can burn balsam and fir all year long too.
But yeah, fall for sure.
Yeah.
And that the temperature, what the trees are doing, school resumes, Halloween's coming. Love Halloween. I wish Halloween was like a week long instead of one day. And I don't know.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. I think it's if we're thinking about the things that help us with good vibes, and I'm just going to say, put ourselves in check. And if we're not in a good place, the scent will help us.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My counselor actually did that for group on Tuesday. She brought in these extra little lotions that she keeps in her office. And she told people, pick one that you like, rub it on, smell it, let it lift up your mood and everything. So she's very tactile. And she had some really sweet pea she brought in. Oh my God, that smelled so good.
And I did aromatherapy when I was in labor, and it helped immensely with calming down. And I had a doula, and she took me through all the stages with the according scents. It was very powerful.
Nice. Well, and I think it's one of those things that hi Tom, speaking of scents, my soapbox, I think it's important for us to know what it is that helps us go to that place and have that around.
Yes.
Because it's like for a lot of people, I like to bake bread, baking
Yes.
bread just makes
Yes.
me ridiculously
Absolutely.
happy.
You
Yep.
make me hungry. Every time you post your pictures, I'm just like, ooh, warmed up, fresh out of the oven with a little pat of butter on it, maybe just a little drizzle of honey on the side.
That's childhood for me. My grandmother baked bread every Tuesday. And it was just, well, she did everything by the day of the week. But yeah, bread baking. Yes, absolutely.
Roman therapy.
Yep.
Tangi thought you said she had Roman therapy.
Oh, I wouldn't mind Roman therapy either.
Roman says hi, by the way. But really quick, I noticed somebody new in my chat, David. I love your kitty cat picture. I have a kitty that looks like that too. So welcome.
Hi, David.
And also, okay, early ritual. So that's Tom. Hi,
Yes.
Tom. Welcome to the live. I'm assuming some of these are Gerald's friends coming and joining us. So welcome and thank you
Hi.
for joining. Oh, there's the tiny hands.
Hi.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier during Richie's live. You were Googling with your
Hi, Gerald's
tiny hands.
And I'm doing something, you guys, so I just have the camera off for a second.
I'm
Hey,
typing.
Sid, it's been a while.
Hey, Sid.
Nice to see you. I
Sid.
didn't know I needed my tiara.
Sid, you always need your tiara.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, and Sherry found a beautiful one. She was wearing it for Amy's birthday live. And I think she said she got it on Amazon, but it was beautiful. It had like red stones,
I need to
believe,
get
in
one
it
of
and
those.
everything. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was gorgeous. Sid has been busy in the yard. So, Sid, if I remember correctly, you're in Finland, right? I have so many people that I've met now through everyone's wonderful channels from all over the world. I think Sid is in Finland area. I know it's been hotter than hell. And this is Friday night. Back in the day, the popular saying was, "It's hotter than a witch's tit in here."
Oh.
Yeah, it's hotter than a witch's tit, or colder than a witch's tit.
Tiara get caught in the plants when working on the yard. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Sid is in California.
Oh, California. Oh, good Lord. Apologies, Sid. It's just so hard keeping track of everybody.
You said Finland, and there was does anybody remember Monty Python? There was a Finland song on one of their albums. I listened to those.
I never was a fan of Monty Python, so I wouldn't know. I know the looks I'm going to be getting from everybody on live and in chat. Yeah.
It's okay.
Some things are funny. I'm a little bit of a late bloomer to some humor. Took a while for George Carlin to grow on me. His later years were great.
Oh, he's hilarious, or was hilarious.
Yeah, especially stuff.
His political stuff is the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, stuff was very funny too. Yes. Yeah. Yes, very funny.
You buy a big house to get more stuff, and then you have a garage sale. You get rid of stuff to get more. It was
Yep,
I can totally
bigger house to get more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun question for you both and for people in chat. What was or still is your favorite Care Bear? Because tonight we're celebrating the beginning of Pride Month. Rainbow. So I thought that would be a great fun question to toss at y'all. For me, in the beginning, it was Rainbow Bear because I loved, fresh box of crayons. I loved all the colors. And when I saw Rainbow Bear with all the colors of the Crayola box on them, I was like, that's my bear right there.
Yeah, I had the Rainbow Bear, the was it a pink rainbow
Yes.
bear with a rainbow? Yeah, I had that one. So
I think mine was Cheer Bear, the yellow one.
I can see that. Sid said, I never liked Care Bears. I guess I'm a horrible person. Well, were you a Smurf person instead? Some people weren't Care Bears. Some people were more Smurf. Some people were more, what was the one? The Thundercats? Remember even Rainbow Bright? Oh, come on, Gerald. You're our age. You remember all this, right?
I'm
Oh,
older than you
Rainbow
two.
Bright. I remember that. I remember. Actually, it was a little old for me, but or young for me. But remember when Cabbage Patch Kids came out?
Oh, I did not like them. Those
I
things.
thought they were kind of creepy. My
Yes.
sister got one. She was 1 year younger than me. But I was jealous when she got one.
Well, they
And
were
it was
so
cute.
popular.
It was a boy. It was like a little boy, and he was actually
Mhm.
really cute, and I was jealous.
Yeah, my niece wanted one so bad, but because the family was basically really poor back then, her mom found a knockoff version, so that was her, and she didn't seem to mind, didn't really seem to notice.
Yeah.
But I remember in my late 20s when I worked briefly at a store called Brand Names in Western New York. It was a catalog. You can go in, they had a catalog they sent out every year. You can
Mhm.
write in the number. They come in, they bring stuff out. You had the showroom when the Teletubbies were popular. Oh my God, those things creeped me out. I could not understand why people almost got into a fight, a fist fight
Oh,
in the store.
people got into fights
Yeah,
about lots of things.
Teletubbies was really interesting.
So I'm just thinking of all the different colorful, toys and things, that have been out there. I think the worst was Tickle Me Elmo, but you know, that and then Barney wasn't any help. So yeah.
Did you like any kids stuff when you were a kid? I mean, other
Me?
than Care Bears? Yeah.
I tried collecting
Care
some of the
Bears.
little Smurfs. My
Yes.
mom tried giving me the little Smurfs. Oh, you know what I collect? Well, besides
I
Barbies,
love
I
it.
was a Barbie girl. The strawberry shortcake dolls. I had the whole set at one time. My mom worked at Kmart. If people, in here have ever remember hearing about Kmart, she
Strawberry
worked
shortcake
there.
was very cute. We were kind of big when those came out, but I still liked them too. But
Yeah.
I didn't. My mom wouldn't buy stuff like that. She's like, you don't need that. That's junk.
Well, my mom did,
Where I get it. That's where I get it.
and then as I got older, the more
It
expensive
was so
Barbies.
cute though. I loved strawberry shortcake. And remember they came
Mhm.
out with the little figurines and they infused their little plastic bodies with some sort of crazy fragrance that was probably
Yeah, I used to.
toxic. And she smelled like strawberry and her friend
Yeah.
smelled like blueberry. And
Yep.
That or the scratch and sniff stickers. Those were fun.
Yeah. My Little
think-
Pony, Mrs. Beasley, Teddy
Oh, Mrs.
Ruxpin.
Beasley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a Mrs. Beasley at my grandma's house and everybody played with it. Yep.
Banana split. Yes. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I gotta be careful how I hum stuff here on
Speed
YouTube.
Racer.
Oh wow. Yeah.
David said Cat in the Hat was my imaginary friend.
Oh wow.
My big thing was playing outside on my big wheel, and I did a lot of that. And
Scooby-Doo.
I was outside playing.
Yep.
I really do a whole. I was kind of weird.
We didn't have expendable money for stuff like
Yeah.
that.
A lot of books.
And I was too big when Big Wheels came out. And I so wanted a big wheel, but I had a bike and that kept me busy for hours.
Yeah. Do you remember Green Machine? Because that was a big deal where I grew up.
Green Machine?
Yeah, the Green Machine. So I was born 1970. I don't know what year you were born, but when I was like, I don't know, I had a big wheel when I was little. I was probably like 3 when I got my first one, but I rode them for years. I had 2 or 3 of them because they would wear out. And those plastic tires, I'd wear them down to nothing, and they give me a new one.
Yep.
Yeah. I had the banana nub.
When I was probably about 7 or 8, they came out with what's called the Green Machine, and it was kind of like it had 2 levers on the sides, and it was green plastic.
Oh.
I never had one, but the neighbors had one, and anyway, it was like
Nice.
It was another plastic ride-on toy.
Matchbox cars, yes. I used to love playing with the Matchbox. I grabbed my brother's Matchbox. I grabbed my Barbies. I go on the dirt and I play with both of them. And then, I did both.
My
Barbies.
son's a Hot Wheels fanatic, and
Hot
it's
Wheels.
only Hot Wheels, no Matchbox. But yeah, we've got a massive collection. That's one thing I kept from his childhood. Most things I just got rid of.
And Tom said, you can buy adult-sized big wheels now. Never too late. I would love to get back into roller skating someday. For me, that was my bike and my roller skates. That was.
I can remember what our driveway looked like. This is at our old house, and I would get going as fast as I could towards the gate, and then I'd pull on my brake and go slide.
Yep.
So funny.
We had a gravel. Yep.
Sometimes
we had a gravel.
I didn't care. I didn't care. But yeah.
Yes. The Schwinn bikes. I loved a Schwinn bike with a banana seat.
That's what I had.
And tassels on the handles.
I had a Kmart bike with banana seats.
Yeah. Did you have tassels on the handles?
Nope. I got a boy's bike. I had a black banana seat, and it was royal blue, and it was from Kmart.
Nice.
Very
It
cool.
was cool though.
It was cool.
I remember getting the cereal boxes and
I
trying
wanted
to get
a boy
the different
bike.
license
I wanted
plates.
the high bar. I didn't want the low bar.
Low bar.
Yeah.
I was very tomboy.
Yeah, and then you
Hey,
would get the
okay.
cereal boxes like what was that one that we used to? Well, I used to eat like Count Chocula and stuff a lot, but every now and then we get like Lucky Charms, or we would get
My mom never
honeycombs, and you would get the license plates, and you're hoping
Yeah.
every time you open one, you get the one for your state. And
The free prizes were good back then.
yeah,
That was Cheerios. That was it. That's all my mom would buy. Cheerios.
there might have been.
I think
Cassidy
there
down.
was.
Oh, Rice Krispies. That's it.
Hi, Jane the Seeker.
I
No,
was
it's
looking
not
for
a
I
bad
saw her.
hair
Hi,
day.
Jane.
It's a good hair day.
What do I have? I don't have anything I can put on. Everything's packed away.
The Brady Bunch bikes. Yes, that's funny. I was so happy when I was
I don't
finally
remember
old.
that. I was a huge Brady Bunch fan.
Yeah,
Ooh.
climbing
I mean,
trees. Yeah.
I've seen them all 100 times probably.
What was that?
I
couldn't
said,
hear.
what Brady Bunch bikes? I don't remember. I don't know that.
Oh, watching the Brady Bunch, and they would have the bikes with the, I think Tangy was referring to the banana and the,
yeah, and
the tassels, and then the little things that you would put on the spokes that would go, when you.
My friend up the street had a 2-person bicycle, and we rode that thing into the ground.
Oh, I had
burns all the kids in the neighborhood.
yeah, that's fun.
It was ramshackle too. Like it had a rusty chain, and we just kept riding it, and it was all.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
And Floyd, I just wanted the
Crowded
David
country.
Cassidy major. Yeah.
Play with what you got.
That's
Marsha,
exactly
Marsha.
right. Marsh?
And the bell. We all loved having the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Most definitely.
Oh yeah, and I had a bell that you pulled on, and it went ring, ring.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
Oh, so we're taking our crowns off? Okay, hold on.
You can keep your. She's taking herself off camera, Allyson.
Take your crown
Because
off.
my hair
Take
looks
your
like
crown off.
Yeah, because my hair is like a hot mess.
Really? Wait a minute. Really, Queen?
Really, Queen? You can't see what I'm doing to the
What?
camera right now.
No, but I can feel it, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, as I did that gesture to the blank screen, my crown went flying off my table. So see what I get. Oh my goodness! Just checking really quick. Yes, roller skates. That was my life for several years at the rink every day, chance I can get during the week. Yeah.
Sessions, yes. Mm-hmm.
A unicycle. Oh, Jane rode a unicycle.
Wow.
That's talent. I couldn't. I tried one. I
Cool.
couldn't do it. Very cool, Jane.
That's a lot of talent.
Yeah. You don't have to take the crown out. Don't be a follower.
Thank you.
But it was hard to kind of see it anyways because it was way up here and I'm like down here. So.
Blah, blah, blah.
And for another fun question to celebrate Rainbow in the beginning of Pride Month. Question. Somewhere over the rainbow or the Rainbow Connection?
Somewhere over the rainbow, because I'm all about Wizard of Oz. That's a no-brainer.
For me, would be the Rainbow Connection. I love the Muppets
I
growing up.
have to settle this between the two of them.
No,
Like going.
don't be a
Oz.
follower,
Wizard of
Gerald.
Oz
Just be
all day
you.
long.
Well, I would say Somewhere Over the Rainbow Connection.
Wait, are those two different things? What are you talking about?
He's combining the two together,
Oh,
Allison.
the Rainbow Connection. Or
Yeah,
no,
that's was
That's
from
the
the
same
Muppet
song?
movie. What?
Yes,
from the Muppet movie.
it's a movie from the Muppet. It's a song from the Muppet movie.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The Rainbow,
Rainbow
Connection.
Connection.
Oh, the Kermit singing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay,
The
yeah.
lovers,
And I
the
love the
dreamers,
But I'm still Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, so Wizard of Oz, have you read the books?
I read Wicked, and
Nope.
and then there's no. What I did was, because I always tell the truth. I checked out from the library. What is it called? It's like the real title of whatever it was, and I read like the first couple chapters, and then I returned it, and I didn't finish it. But yeah, it like tells the true story of Dorothy, and it goes back, and I believe.
Is that Wicked?
No, well, Wicked is. I'm trying to remember. I actually saw Wicked on stage in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Years ago. And honestly, I can't even tell you. I don't even remember.
Was it worth the hype?
It wasn't. I like Wizard of Oz, but I saw Wicked. It was a great performance. It was lots of singing. I don't like musicals. Sorry, anybody that loves musicals. I do not like musicals. I only went because it was a gift for me. The person thought I would love it. It was a guy I was dating for a while, and because he knew I liked Wizard of Oz, and it was cool. But like I couldn't follow it. It's like not. It just I don't know. And it's about her. It's about her and her sister, the witches.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
what it's about. Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
And
So
how they ended up hating each other. That's too bad.
Yeah, and like gave the backstory on that, if I believe. But what I think Gerald's talking about, there's a story about the Wizard of Oz that like
It's-
backs up
the book is called Wicked.
Mhm.
And so it's the story of the Wicked Witch of the East. No, the Wicked Witch, the Wicked Witch, and so you get her backstory. And actually, for those of you who, I mean, Jane likes musicals.
It's an adult story. It's not really a kid's story.
It is not a kid's story.
Right.
However, it is musically, it's very, very good. It has wonderful singing, wonderful stories, wonderful songs that really help to move the story along.
The performance was excellent, and the makeup
That's
and
cool.
the costumes and all of it. It really was. It's just being honest, the story I just couldn't really follow.
I'm not big into musicals except for the two that I were in high school. Those were fun. So those are fond memories for me.
Wizard of Oz is a musical, and I loved it, but it's because it's the Wizard of Oz. It's just a little bit different and whatever. But in general, I don't mean to.
See, I had nightmares watching that, and I first saw that when I was in college, and that gave me such bad vibes. I couldn't sleep. I had nightmares. I still can't watch it to this
I love
day.
Sweeney Todd on a bad way.
I love Sweeney Todd too.
Yeah.
I mean,
even the movie, with Johnny Depp. I mean, Johnny Depp himself is an incredible actor. He can take on anybody, any character.
He used to be really hot.
It was just too dark for me. It was really.
Oh,
it's.
I like dark if I'm in the right mood, and only certain dark. There's other dark I'm like, oh, but some dark, it's so weird, right? Some dark I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I liked Sweeney Todd, and I actually meat pies.
Yeah. Thanks, Angie.
and it's actually beautiful storytelling, and so it's really quite good.
Yeah. Tim Burton anything Tim Burton really does is incredible. So the movie itself was, I think my niece made me watch it. And even though I knew how dark I was still captivated enough with Helen Bonham Carter's performance and Johnny Depp's performance to watch it to the end. But yeah, that's it. No more. I was actually in Maine and in Chicago in high school. So you start playing some of especially the Chicago ones. I was so excited. I had one line in the musical in college. I have one line. It was at the very end of the movie. And so when I'm in the theater and I'm all excited, I'm like, oh, wait for my line. They left it out of the movie. Just one line I had. They took it out of the movie. I was like, no. But yeah,
And
good movie.
yeah,
Good memories.
the movie
Phantom
was
of the Opera.
hacked. The movie was hacked for Sweeney Todd. I'm not a fan of. I didn't
Hacked.
much care for Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, okay.
The book itself was really
I
good.
never saw it.
I saw it once. I mean, it's good. I think at that point I was over him.
It's weird too.
Yeah.
Huge in San Francisco, and it ran forever, and I never went and saw
Yeah.
it. I was right
Yeah,
there.
HR Puffin stuff. Most people do not know who that is or what that was.
I do.
Yeah. Those kids of our age, us older kids,
Yeah.
we remember that. But yeah, the
gosh.
witch did scare me. So yeah, I remember
Phantom
that.
of the Opera just closed in New York. The longest running musical.
Oh, it completely closed from now on.
Yeah.
No more. Wow. I want to see Kinky Boots because of Cyndi Lauper having a hand, and I love the Go-Go's, but I don't know if I want to watch a musical based on their music. I saw little bits and pieces of it, and I was like,
Go-Go's.
I don't know.
I mean, they really only had a couple. I mean, unless I'm completely wrong. I mean, I only knew of a couple tracks that were, you know.
Well,
For the Go-Go's, really?
But,
Oh, I love the Go-Go's. I was in and out. Yeah.
yeah.
Evita on
olds
Broadway.
Us
great.
olds do.
You know,
Yes.
I actually liked the movie. I think Madonna did an excellent job. Her other movies, aside from Desperately Seeking Susan, not so great. But I thought, for me personally, the movie was well done. But
I'm going to I am going to say the movie was fine. I don't think she did an excellent job. So I will respectfully disagree.
Evita.
Madonna
Evita.
and Evita.
Never saw it.
Because one of the things that was interesting about that, Heather, before you kicked me out because I've disagreed with you.
No, I'm not kicking you. I thought I interrupted. I was going to apologize.
No, because one of the Another Suitcase in Another Hall in the original musical was sung by someone else, not by Evita. So they mix in movies, they mix up storylines.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you know, and they added a song, I believe, to
Books are
You
all
Must Love Me. You Must
Yeah,
Love Me, I
which
think.
is fine, and it was a good song. It just is sort of like okay,
right.
you know, I'm I'm not a musical expert.
In Toronto, when I was younger, I did get to see Cats, and that was cool. They walked down the aisles with their eyes glowing.
Cats was fabulous, and that
The movie was bad, I heard.
I heard that too. And by the way, Dean is here.
Yes.
Secrets of the Red Moon
Red
Tarot.
Moon, yep. I popped him up.
I'm just moving a couple things off the table so I can do my cards. Better.
People are like, "Are you going to do any readings?" Well, yeah. Oh my goodness, it's 8:34 already. Wow. So my subscribers and those who read with me now know that I like doing themed questions, and so because of this beginning to be Pride Month, I went through my deck, The Secret Language of Color, which I just think. You know, I love this deck. I didn't know it existed. I'm so glad Kelly from Dozen Cats used it one day. And being an artist, I was like, I have got to get that deck. And I went looking, and the very first card is Rainbow. So to celebrate the beginning of Pride. And in this deck, Rainbow is connected to spirit and nature. And I'm just going to read a little blurb of it. And it says the rainbow ray is a combination of many colors together, making it a very powerful and regenerating energy to work with. Rainbow allows you to lighten up and feel happier and more alive. It also opens the mystical realm, connecting you to spirit, fairies, angels, and your creativity. Allow rainbow rays to lead you into the realm of fairies. And so for the question tonight, no, you cannot come up right now. He's been trying so hard to come up into my lap tonight. There is a affirmation that she likes to use for each card at the very end. and I ended up turning the affirmation into a themed question for tonight. And so the themed question is, drum roll please, is
Here, let me get my tiny hands out to drum.
So tonight's theme question: how can I embrace the rainbow ray energy to improve my vitality, aliveness, and connection to spirit? And for fun, I thought whoever wanted us to pull cards for them with this question, I would take, I would be, because I'm first, and this is would be the first question. I would take vitality, Gerald would take aliveness, and Allyson would take connection to spirit.
Oh
And
God,
then,
I don't know if I'm sharp enough to do this tonight.
Allyson, this will short circuit Allyson.
Okay, so then we'll just
heard of for me.
It's okay. We can do it. So we can pull for all three of us. We can pull, a card or whatever for anybody who wants this question. So we won't break it up. I don't want Allyson to explode tonight.
Well, it's
that would be very pretty.
I'll be fine. So what is it? How can
No, it's okay. So the question is, we won't break it down and have us each take one. We'll just do, cards. We can pull, so I can pull cards for vitality, aliveness, and connection to spirit. So can Gerald, and so can you, Allyson. I'll keep it easy because I know you've had a rough week. I've had a rough week.
No, I'm fine.
You sure? Because I don't want you to explode.
She's talking about one of the kids on my bus pulled out mace.
Yeah, she drives a bus of young ones, and one of them pulled out a can of mace and sprayed it.
Not at anybody.
No, but
whatever. It was just no. I mean, it wasn't. It sounds more dramatic than it really was. But I had a really bad headache and wasn't cool.
Okay. So, if anybody would like for us to pull some cards for you with this themed question.
Hi, Colorful Foresight.
I'm sorry. I'm doing aliveness.
No. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know, Allyson, this might be too much because this is something that I know you're not used to.
No, it's okay.
I'm used to doing it with Gerald, but what we do is when there's three, vitality, aliveness, and connection. So let's say Tracy was the first one to say, okay, I would like that. I would do vitality. Gerald would do aliveness, and then you would do connection to spirit. Okay, and then if Tangi would say it, then we would switch. And
that's too confusing, isn't it?
What, may I make a suggestion?
Sure.
If you make this banner scroll across, it will scroll across the bottom, and then so we don't have to write anything down.
Oh, okay. My bad. I usually do that.
It's not bad.
I'm trying to find it where I can put it as a click ticker, though. It's not letting me tick it.
Go into banner and say edit.
Ah, gotcha.
While we're doing this, everyone, please like and subscribe to all of our channels. We appreciate it.
Here we go.
Like that, see?
Here we go. So I'm going to move up really quick. So then we'll just stay in the same position. I'll do the vitality.
And we're using whatever we want. Tarot, Oracle, whatever.
Yeah, and then how many cards you want to. There's not, we don't have to pick just one.
I have an appropriate deck that lends itself. I think maybe I'll use Alice in Wonderland. That's probably the most.
I'm just looking here to make sure I didn't miss anyone saying me.
Is there one that you want to do, Allyson?
I'm doing. Yeah.
Huh?
Is there one you want to do?
Which one? Which one do you prefer out of the three?
Oh. Connection, I guess, actually.
Oops. I'm trying to. Okay. I didn't mean to.
Aliveness are very similar.
Okay, so then
not the same. No, they're not the same. I'm gonna shut up.
Well, I had other
Let's just read some cards.
Let's read some cards and see what happens.
Okay, so let's take the question off. Okay, here, let me take the question out.
No, you're fine, baby. I was just saying.
You can keep the banner up. That'll help. That'll help guide some perspective.
Yeah, yeah.
You
go
did
ahead.
that.
There, you do what you want. But I would just.
Yeah, you did that for a reason, and
Okay,
it's a
so,
great
for
card.
Okay, so I'm making sure I have Tangy. I have
And you have Flowing and Tom down below.
Rainbow Raimi. Okay, Tom. And all right, so I have that 3. So okay, so just in general, you know, let's just do it and see what happens. I'm up for anything. Like I said, I'd like it to be organic and fun and free flowing. So Tangy is going to be the first one. And why am I losing my chat now?
Because you have to go back, click back up on chat.
Yeah. I'm just getting a little nervous because I'm trying to keep an eye on chat, and I'm trying to be the ultimate hostess with the mostest.
You are, Heather.
Yeah, what are you worried about? Stop trying to be something you already are, girl.
Ah, Tangy boop. Thank you. I did have 2 fans before, but each time I would throop it, I would break them. So I guess there was just too much power. I couldn't wield the power of the throop properly. So. When somebody is ready, let me know. And I'll put you in the throne seat.
You can keep me right here. I'm ready to go because vitality, okay. What's going to help your vitality is a sense of security. So make sure that you are doing things that help you feel secure, that give you some boundaries and you know the process. And aliveness, get some variety, not just in the things that you do, but also in the things that you eat. Hashtag for entertainment purposes only. But this is feeling very important. Bye, Jane.
Bye, Jane. Thank you.
And then your connection to spirit, go with the flow and what shows up, because that's an important thing. And if I put these all 3 together for you, Tangy, trying to be concise, you know, security, variety, and flow. So when you are secure, you can have variety, which increases your creative flow.
Sweet. Ready, Allyson? Okay.
Yes. So, those of you that know me know I never look at the book. I'm looking at the book tonight because I'm a little wonky. So I'm reading them intuitively, but I got the whole, go ahead, look at your book. And I did see some cool things that jumped out, and I do know this deck. But anyway, Tangy High. I got, and I love the artwork on this deck. I got Clarity, which is lovely. And this is talking about making sure to take time for yourself, concentrate on getting into a calm state of mind, and to do this in a tranquil setting, right? So as I always say, right, getting outside, sitting in nature, doing all of that. And this is so obvious. Yes, this will help you connect for sure to spirit, which I know you're doing anyhow, but okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I don't know if you're doing this. And this is what this says. It also says, I'm just looking at what's jumping off the page at me.
That's a gorgeous card. I love the colors.
Isn't it? It's so pretty. I'll show it one more time.
That is beautiful.
And remember to breathe in deeply and exhale slowly, and do that all the time, even when you're outside, not all the time, but anytime you think about it. And then I also got focus. And this one's beautiful as well. This whole deck is gorgeous. And this says concentrate on what is going well in your life. Concentrate on the good stuff. That's one of the messages of this. Believe that nothing can hold you back. Self-motivation is required to, climb and reach any goal, right? Yeah, and what you desire and vision is already on its way in your life. And I think I'm done with the book because I don't like doing that. Much more of it to read.
You're fine.
But it's cool. I did see some things on both of these cards that I've never noticed before. But yeah, I really do think the focus thing is a big deal too. And I love how she's got her crow in the tree and she's talking to this crow. And I don't know why I can't get this correct in the frame. And yeah.
Ooh, there's another tree. Wow.
Yep. Very cool. I love that.
Another little tree too.
Yep.
Flower tree.
And, yeah, and I think you do these things anyway, Tandy, to a degree, but a lot of us get out of it depending on what's going on in our life and become really human and wrapped up in our stuff. But yeah, it's telling you this is focus and clarity. It's like getting rid of the junk that's getting in the way if you're wanting to connect. And you know this anyways, right? So that's what I got.
And she says she's working on her outside this weekend. She was showing me.
Yeah,
I've seen her beautiful Gaia tree that she's got out there, and
Yeah.
it's so beautiful.
Stop if you can, wherever you are. You don't always have to have shoes on outside when you're doing yard work.
Yeah, her Gaia tree. So Tangi, regenerate your body. Sapphire helps, heals, purifies, and regenerates the body. It also has the ability to soothe your mind, calm your nerves, and release emotional pain for entertainment purposes only. YouTube. And it clears the blocked pathways to well-being, dissolves disharmony, and it helps balance mind. Balancing your emotions and creating order in your life. So right there, regeneration for the first one, for vitality, aliveness. Of course, this can be flower or tree. It's outside. It's nature, and I know you take comfort in nature. That you that's where you thrive. That's where you connect with, with Mother Earth, with Gaia, your tree, with Cream Puff, your kitty, and the squirrel and the animals that come around. So the outside is basically your castle. It's your happy place. And I pulled a crystal card and clear quartz, meditation, crown chakra. So clearing that out, meditating, releasing, letting go of what no longer serves you, and making sure you're bringing that sunlight, that energy, letting it flow, flush through, regenerate your body. Again, we're also adding it with the sapphire, and just enjoying meditating outside. I mean, we know we've had some hot weather, but it's cooling down, which will make it perfect for being able to sit outside longer under a tree and meditating and relaxing. So thank you, my dear. I always do it. You're welcome. Yes, these are great messages. Yes, nature is her church. Yep. And hello, Lisa Rhodes, kindness and light. She will be, I'll be actually a guest on her channel for a little bit tomorrow afternoon while we're at the park. So that'll be fun. Love it all. Thank you. Mwah. So next one who would like cards is Flowing.
Flowing's up. Yay.
Whoa. Wow, those just kind of jumped out. Well, I guess I'm taking those two. Let me just take that down. Wow. Actually. And thank you again to everybody that's joining us and will be watching on playback. You are much loved and appreciated. Heather, which crystal deck is that? This is, I have a couple, and I lost the top two. Here, where's the book? Okay, it is the Eternal Crystals Oracle cards. The artwork, the color, everything on it, the photography is really beautiful. It's one of my favorites. Oh, and Willow. Hello, Willow. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for joining us. It's always nice to see your face. Well, your face and your name in chat. So, Gerald, are you ready?
I am. So, flowing. How can you embrace the rainbow ray of energy to improve your vitality? You need to recognize that the power for your vitality is within you, your aliveness. Recognize beauty in yourself and all of the places around you. It could definitely be an exercise of gratitude where you look around and see and recognize the beauty in things that are around you. And then your connection to spirit is pay attention to the energy that you are feeling and give it credit to. That's the energy from spirit. That's the connection. Whereas inner nudges or whatever you want to call it, that's the energy of spirit, and that's your connection. Spirit can do that, but I also think there is a lot of power in that, and that's recognizing the beauty. So start to recognize that power flowing, and then identify the beauty so that you can continue to feel that energy. It flows together. So I think that's really very important. And this is at the core.
That's so cute.
Recognize the beauty that is around you in all of the small ways. Take some time to recognize what's beautiful around you.
It's all over.
So there you go.
Nice. Allyson?
So, flowing for your connection to spirit, I got gratitude, and in this deck, this is talking about what it usually talks about. It's about being grateful for everything that you do have, and I don't know why they chose this picture for it. Again, I can't get it. What is my problem? There we go. There's a witch, and she's got on this flowing gown, and she's got her owl on her shoulder, and she's sitting there with her wolf, as you do.
I love that deck.
By the full moon. Yep.
She's got an owl.
Yep. And this is about this is a reflection to me, right? You're reflecting and having gratitude for everything that you do have in your life, all your blessings, all of that. And that does absolutely for abundance and all of that. But this is about connection to spirit. But I did get that. Then I got this. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't know anything about your life, whatever. This is centered. This is saying that you're all over the place. That's what this card is. So it's about, and it doesn't have to be as dramatic as it sounds. Maybe there's something you want to manifest or do or whatever, and you're not centered. So this is about maybe, I don't know, you would know, right? So maybe, spending more time in quiet or unplugging or, going outside. I know I say it over and over and over and over, but it does centering, grounding, all of that, right? Unplugging from all, like what we're doing right now. Maybe just do it for an hour a day and that's it, and maybe that is what you're doing. I don't know. I don't know your life, but that is what this card is, centered. It's about getting rid of anything that's distracting you so that you're not centered. And I'm sorry, I put centered and grounded together. I just do. They are two different things, but there's crossover there.
But they relate.
Yeah.
They relate to each other.
Yes, you can't have one without the other.
Yeah. And also for me, being centered is like when I'm too involved, like with my son. and what's going on with him, and blah blah blah, and worried about that kind of thing. It's like, come back to you. What's going on with me? Kind of thing. And it's not about being selfish. And selfish is not a bad thing. Sorry, it's not. It's only when it's a detriment to others, right? We were raised in a time where it's like, oh, selfishness is bad. Oh, BS. No, it's not.
Mhm.
A lot of times, if you don't take care of you, nobody's going to. So you be as selfish as you want to be. So, and again, as long as it's not a detriment to others, but so centered in gratitude. That's what's going to help you be more connected to spirit.
All righty. And Floey, for vitality, I got silver. Be persistent. So to keep that vitality, that drive to go, to get up in the morning, to get the chores done, to even if it's just sometimes for some people, that 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 goal of every day is making a bed, getting and taking out the trash. Some days it's just being able to get outside, walk to the mailbox, walk back, just whatever little things that you need to do to bring that vitality through physical actions. Again, what you eat, what you watch, what you listen to.
Yeah.
But it's going to take being persistent. I've been told it takes about 21 days to change a habit or to start getting a habit to change. So to get that vitality, that silver is too, is beautiful because silver is also the color and the metal associated with intuition, divine feminine. So allowing that meditation to come through, allow that intuition, listen to your body, listen to what your intuitively listen to what your needs are, what your body needs. And it's going to lead right into the next one for aliveness. The rainbow card came out, connecting to spirit in nature. So again, there's the connecting with nature, going out, being in nature, connecting with whatever your higher power is, your angels, your spirit guides, whether they be fairies, elementals, whatever that may be, going outside. And if it's just connecting to Mother Earth, the energy of Gaia herself. And the last card I got was from my stone deck again. I got angel light, and there's the angels. The angels are associated with the rainbows, throat and crown chakras. And it's kind of hard to see, but sometimes they put like other images so you can see a person reaching for the light and like the feathers that are in that card. So even though I didn't get an owl, I did get a little bit of a feather in there. But angels, connect with your angels. Ask them for when you need help, when you really need that connection to spirit and to yourself and to nature. And don't be afraid to speak your truth. Speak like Gerald and Allyson was saying. So it's okay to say no to others and say yes. Don't be afraid to speak your truth and say what you need for your well-being. And there you go. Thank you for letting us pull cards for you on that. Whoop, I just hit my light. So we have two more questions. We're at 8:58. So are we good for two more?
Yeah.
Okay. So early ritual. Tom, you said he would like to be Rainbow Raid. Asking, ye shall receive. I'm just looking here really quick. Oh, hi, Viviani. Thank you for joining us. Willow sharing her insight too as well. Thank you, Willow. Thank you for your beautiful messages too.
Well, I'm sorry, honey. What was the channel name?
We're going to be reading on early ritual. His name is Tom.
Okay.
And that would be this individual right there. Okay. And Gerald, whenever you're ready, just jump right in there.
Okay. All right, Tom, let's talk about your vitality. Oops.
Ding, ding.
Yeah, it's time. Stop shuffling, Gerald. Your vitality, aliveness, and connection. So your vitality Serenity. Take some time to feel serene, be it a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, being outside, sitting there, making sure that you very much have a sense of calmness about what's going on. Your aliveness, it's understanding. Part of being alive for you, Tom, it really feels like it is for you. It's important to always be learning. That feels very important to you, or for me, for you. Take that time and to do that. And your connection is awareness. So with that, for you, Tom, is that connection is that awareness of the different ways that um, that energy is available to you. So, and again, so then we have, let's link all three of these together. We have serenity, understanding, and awareness. You're not a person who likes to sit still. And certainly mentally, you don't like to be stagnant. So lean into that.
Mm-hmm.
Lean
Says
into
very
that. You're
much
welcome,
so.
Tom.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, and I just, okay, so here's the picture that I have. And it could be wrong, but I have a feeling you get up like a half an hour, 45 minutes before everybody in the house gets up so that you can have your quiet time and your cup of coffee or your tea. You actually spend a little bit of time filling your brain with new information or allowing the information that you have from the day before to process. And then you take that through the day with you. So that's me.
All right. All yours, Allyson.
All right. So, and it's Tom, right?
Mhm.
Tom.
Mhm.
So, Tom, I got, and you might already be doing this in some kind of way. I'm just feeling that. I don't know. But it's, for one thing, this talks about doing, this is purposeful. So, this is doing something that is going to benefit others in some sort of way. And it's going to in turn help you that you did it, right? It's a purposeful, that it's of purpose, right? And that's healing, which is going to in turn help you. I hope that makes sense. And then this is about a wish, which is it's like inviting hope and light into your life, right? So this is more like a meditative thought to have it go through your mind here and there, whether you meditate or just go for a walk and just kind of like affirmations. Not kind of like, yeah, it's an affirmation.
Yeah.
And then soulful, this is about recognizing and remembering and actually believing who you are. So there might be some doubt there, like maybe you compare, I don't know. It could be like the people that you see in your life or a family member or something, and you feel like they shine brighter or whatever. That's what this is. So and apply it how it makes sense, right? And it doesn't, and again, it doesn't always have to be so dramatic, right? But it's something that's there that if you clear that or get rid of that, it's going to help you with your connection. That's what I'm trying to say. So you got purposeful, wish, and soulful. We have the owl showing up again, so that's the theme of the evening. We have this beautiful wish. I'm just showing the artwork of these beautiful cards. And then
that has to go on my list. I love that deck.
Yeah, it's very pretty. It's very witchy. So
Ooh, witchy woman. See how high she. Oh gosh, I gotta watch it. That's eagles. I'll get really in trouble. Literally, they're awful.
And this is the deck if anybody's interested.
The moon. I'll get that from you later. But yes, that's beautiful. I'll get the name of that.
Very cool.
So Tom, for vitality, I got Pearl, connecting to the divine. So increasing the time perhaps that you have, like Gerald was saying, maybe not necessarily first thing in the morning if you're up before everybody else, but finding that quality time for solitude that we all need, however it is that we get our day started, or even if we're in the middle of the day and so much is going on, just having to go into that place of just getting grounded, being mindful, and just connecting with spirit, especially if it's a rough day. And two, with Pearl, pearls are also known for wisdom, like pearl of wisdom. So whatever it is that you may questions that you may come up for you during the day, or guidance or wisdom like the owl that you need, there's again the pearl connecting to the divine, which leads into the next card for aliveness. And I got ghost. And for me, that is, I'm going to use it as the term of ghosting, huh?
Sorry.
No, go ahead. What?
I said, it's the Pac-Man card. Sorry.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
So with the ghost card, to me, that would be like basically, that slang of nowadays, ghosting. If you have to ghost people, if you have to ghost the world, just getting out and getting off of the electronics, disconnecting from the phone, putting it away, and just having that alone time, to just reconnect with what makes you happy, what brings you joy. That alone time, disconnected from people, electronics, and things, might even spur that creative, whatever you find that how you love to express yourself creatively. That'll give you that time too to be able to do something like that as well. And for connection to spirit, I got the rose quartz. you know Connect through your heart. The like they used to say on the Monkeys, love is the ultimate trip. That was one of my favorite lines from the TV show The Monkeys. Is especially during time of war and discordance and everyone fighting and protesting, what was the most important thing? And that was love. Rose quartz, making sure that you're coming from a place of love and connecting to your higher power, your spirit, because that's where it comes from. It comes from your heart. If you can't find it within, then you can't find it without. So always know what's in your heart. So those are my cards for you. Thank you, Tom. I hope that resonated. Oh, hi, Jeffrey. Igea says hi.
I have one thing to add for Tom.
Okay.
Tom, if you're a sci-fi person, maybe you could watch the movie Serenity.
Oh, yeah, from Firefly. Yes, Serenity.
I don't know.
I'm so lame.
No, you're not lame. You just don't know it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a cult classic. The TV show Firefly and the one movie they did. Nathan Fillion. That's great. Thank you. He says very much resonated. So
good.
Making sure I didn't miss anybody. I know Willow had to leave and we all said goodbye. Let's see. Tom said, I'm trying to make this month very purposeful. This makes sense. Thank you. Oh, Allyson, this does resonate in a few ways. Okay. So good.
I'm still here. I'm stopping my camera since Jeffrey's on his way home. I'm gonna start this, the oven.
Okay. Get that oven going. So Sid Foley would like to be added to the list. Now, I know she had a question that she ended up posting a bit ago. So Sid, what we're going to do is we're just still going to continue following how we're doing this, and then let the cards resonate with you with that question, and allow what the cards are saying for you to intuit them and see how they relate to your question, because I think both will go hand in hand together. And really quick too, yes, Septina had popped in. Hello, Septina. Thank you for joining us. Yep, she knows. For people who don't know, Firefly was a TV show that was super popular, but they only had it for one season. I believe it was Sci-Fi Channel, and Josh Whedon, I guess, decided that he didn't want to do another season. He had other projects or something, and people for years have just been like really trying to get them to bring it back. And when that didn't happen, they went ahead and they did a movie to kind of tie loose ends, together to officially end it. But it's still popular. There's board games, there's puzzles, there's cards, there's like action figures. So Nathan Fillion was the main star. Alan Tudyk, he was in there. Just a great cast of characters. So if anybody has never seen, it's basically a space western kind of, outer space show. It's great. It's fun. I highly recommend it. But no, it was Fox. Okay, thank you, Sid.
Yeah, it was
Thank
Fox. Fox
Yeah.
goofed it up.
Fox and then Josh but yeah, despite Fox News, Fox has had some great shows. I mean, they're the ones that started and had X-Files. So they've had a lot of great shows. So for Sid,
I love that spelling. That is super cool.
spelling for what? Oh, for Sid?
EYD, Sid.
Yeah.
For a girl, I believe. It's very cool.
That's very cool. So Tracy would like to know, what are you cooking, Gerald?
I'm reheating some teriyaki chicken that I made from scratch.
Ooh. We had brown sugar chicken with jasmine rice and mixed vegetables of zucchini, peppers, and stuff. That was really good for dinner with melted cheese. So that was a yummy
Steiner.
dinner. Hey, Jules!
I had a huge pork roast in the slow cooker, and I've been eating that for the last 2 days.
Yeah, I hope Jeffrey likes it. I mean, the oven's on, but when he gets home, I can pop it in. So this is for Sid.
Yeah,
and we're doing this question.
Yeah, because she had tried. She wanted to ask another question, and I told her I think the cards that we still pull for this is going to connect energetically with her question, and she would be able to intuitively put the cards and the message right to the question that she expressed in the chat. And Sid says, "Making me so hungry." Good, we'll get your appetite going.
And okay, so the first card I got for you is trust. Trust that what you have will be provided for you, because live in an expectant mindset that what you need will be there. Trust that that's what will show up when you need it. And the next card is your aliveness is happiness. What is it that makes you happy, Sid? And then follow that happiness. If wearing an orange shirt makes you happy, then wear an orange shirt. If wearing a horn on your head makes you happy, then do it. Own it. Own it. And
Tangy has one.
Of course, Tangy has one.
He has one.
And connection to spirit. Here's the thing I think is really important, Sid, is it feels very much like you are forgetting that you are inspiration. You are the inspiration for spirit. And if you allow yourself to be inspired, then it will continue. It will be mutually beneficial. If you follow the inspiration that shows up and you trust that inspiration, that's going to bring you a lot of happiness.
Nice. Gerald, if that one card had a pair of round glasses, that would be you.
This one?
No.
Yeah, Sid. Sid, I was totally, I'm like going, that's why I paused for a second. I was like going, okay, here's the message. So lean into that. That's cool.
She actually said, I just got tingles all over and tears. Oh,
so
that's beautiful. Go ahead, Allyson.
So, connected. I have so I'm gonna do it in this order. I have this card here. You can see this witch. She looks a little solemn. This is about hope, and I'm not going to get all dramatic. And again, I don't know your life at all. This is about remembering, and if this feels separate from the rest of this, but maybe it's not really. This is about holding on to hope and being hopeful. Because I think there's something in your life, or this makes me feel like, and I know these cards, that there's something somewhere that you feel like it's futile and, well, whatever. It's a lost cause, and, well, it's just never going to be, never going to happen, never going to change. Blah, 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 blah. So whatever that is, it might come right to mind. You might have no clue. You might need to think about it. And again, this feels in some way separate from the other two cards. But so there's hope. There is hope. That's why, that's the meaning of this card. There is in fact hope. So for whatever that is. Separately, and I don't know if you've been on watching all along, I got centered for you as well. Okay, so this is about coming into yourself and, you know, being grounded, being centered, pulling all your energy in, not being spread super thin and all over the place. And the other thing about this card is all the moon cycles here. That's a very powerful thing. A lot of people talk about the moon and the full moon and the this, that, whatever, but they really have no idea what it really means. I've noticed that, and I'm not saying that's you, but I've noticed that, especially on YouTube. There's a lot of really great books. You can even Google it. You don't even have to have a book.
Yeah.
Maybe some libraries might have it. Learn the moon cycles and what they really are. And just even following that is very powerful with just connecting to spirit, right? It is. The moon is all emotion, right? So, and then I got this, which goes very much with that one. This is Unity. I love this card. This has come out many times while I've been doing collaborations. So we have, this is what we're doing right now. Anyways, we have this full moon here, which is cool. But anyways, we have all these witches, and they're all holding hands together, right? They are one. They are separate, and they are one. This is unity. This is remembering that those around you, maybe somebody you're having a falling out with or a strife with or whatever, but really, truly, you do love them. This is about just remembering we're all here doing the best that we can. And just remembering that we're all truly connected and, like namaste, right? The whole remembering the God source when all of us, I see you, that whole thing. That's what I'm getting right now from this. But anyways, unity and centered, these are somehow together, but and it's the lack of I just got this. It's the lack of this with this centered that's allowing you to go into this unity place with, and this could be somebody that you need to do this with, or something. I don't know. Maybe you don't like any of your coworkers. I mean, I have no idea what it is, right? But if this doesn't make sense, maybe think about it later. But that is absolutely what I'm getting.
Well, she goes, yep, that would be me. And she said earlier, I went to go find it, but it was too far up. She asked if you can be grounded off-centered, and I wasn't sure I understood that question. So I personally can't answer it because I'm not sure I understand it. But if Gerald or Allyson, you understand what.
Be grounded but off-centered. We were talking about how there's centered and there's grounded, and how they're not exactly crossover there. I would yes. I mean, grounded is not really, but grounded is like you're in reality. You're I don't even know how to say it. You're not floating away all the time, and you're very you're anchored, right? You're not.
That's a better word, because when you can be anchored and moving and that's okay, because that's going with the waves, that's going with the emotions, that's
What you said
following
with
the
this.
moon cycles. And if I can, I want to add something to what you said, Allyson, is
Yeah.
paying attention to the moon phases. Use that as an inspiration, because people have, there's different, all of the moon phases are powerful.
They sure are.
Just know what the power of each moon phase is, and use that as inspiration for what you're doing.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful. And she says, yes, grounded is you are here in this reality. But off balance sometimes. Yeah, that's me most of the time. I'm grounded, but yet sometimes, that little off balance sometimes is what kind of keeps us on the path, because it brings us back to it. So when we kind of go from one side or to the other with whatever's going on in our life, that helps us move us back into,
it's called
or
growth.
assist growth and alignment. So being able to move forward. And Tom says, I love that the acorn is inspiring him in the card. Yep. All of that into a tiny little acorn. And she says, yes, and thank you. So, Sid, really quick, I loved it when you made a joke and you put wine in the chat, because look what card I got. It's not, you got the burgundy. So, for the vitality, find things that awaken your passion, things that, when you get up in the morning, you're like, okay, I get this done and this is what we're going to do. Like, I have that, new art project I started, or I'm going to pick up my knitting needles, or I'm going to bake, create this recipe and make this bake, this cake that I've been wanting. Whatever it is that's your passion. When you wake up and get going and get that vitality. So not necessarily to drink. That's good to kind of, decompress and enjoy, but the burgundy, awakening your passion, is one of those lower grounded chakras where you get grounded and you find what your passion is, and you start pulling that energy up out of the earth and start moving that energy up through your body and get you going. I also got the faith card, and faith, and what I love what she said in the book about the faith card is, this doesn't have to necessarily do with a spiritual or religious belief. It can, but it's also just knowing that, having faith within yourself, knowing that things are going to work out, things are happening as they are supposed to. And I know for a lot of us, especially myself recently, everything that's been going on, it's like, well, how the hell is this supposed to be
Hold
met?
that card back up, Heather, because I think Allyson knows what I'm going to say.
Oh no, is this going to?
That's the phases of the moon.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay.
Yes.
And then, yes, Sid, you can pair wine with the phase of the
Phases
moon.
of the moon, but do responsibly.
Oh, I guess I shuffled it in. I was going to hold
And
it
what's
up.
funny, for
For
entertainment,
entertainment purposes only.
and another funny thing too, Sid, with the wine, fluorite, even though this is connecting with your spirit guides, opening up your third chakra, fluorite, those beautiful, and the same beautiful colors as well. Um, the fluorites are great for healing as well, besides spirit guides. So for the healing, connect with your spirit guides, ask them to help guide you, help you to open up your intuition, because we don't want to put everything into the lap of our guides. We want them to be able to help us. We want to ask them to help us, for us to help ourselves. So start connecting with them, asking for that guidance. And what's really interesting too is, and again, like entertainment purposes only, fluorite has become a stone that has helped people who do have a drinking problem. For some people who, I have a former colleague that I worked with when I was in Arizona. He had an issue with drinking, and when he heard about the fluorite, he ended up incorporating the fluorite into his sobriety, and he found that that stone really did help him as well. So in some circles, fluorite is also known as like the sobriety stone. So just putting that little bit out there. Not saying you have a problem, but I just thought it was interesting how the wine and then the fluorite just kind of like all connecting together. But with the phases of the moon too, that affects our body energies and how we are emotionally. I know I fluctuate, And two, with fluorite, good to have with the fluorite, connecting with your guides and learning about the different moon phases. You know that there are certain guides whose energies more relate to certain phases of the moon that you can start maybe incorporating in with your meditation if you do ritual, however you experience and practice your spirituality, bring those all those elements in together. So and of course spirit guides go great with the last one too, connection to spirit. Fluorite is a really beautiful and powerful stone. I mean, they all are, but the fluorite is very like it's like a multitasker. It really helps with a lot. So, fluorite. I have family members who need that. Faces of the Moon and Aligns with Hope card that Allyson had. Yep. Gerald is cracking me up. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, Sid and Tracy. We can all use fluorite. Yes. Especially we all have different traumas and things that we work through. And fluorite is one of those stones that can help on any vibrational frequency with trauma. Some people's traumas may require a stone that's a little softer, like a rose quartz. Some people's traumas may, need something like super strong, like a moldavite, or and then you have amethyst, which is kind of like in the middle. So each stone, but with fluorite, I find it helps, or I've heard and read fluorite helps on all levels, if that makes sense. And I don't want to confuse anybody. So,
I know that fluoride also helps with like study and focus. I got my son a fluoride, big old hunky fluoride. He doesn't believe in any of that, but whatever. It's on his desk.
It's on his desk, and I have a fluorite tower too, Sid. I'll have to show it on another live that I do.
Fluorite's beautiful. It comes in so many different colors.
Different colors.
True. Yeah.
It's purple and green. It's very, very pretty.
And before we say goodbye, Bob wanted to have a say. He wanted a voice before we ended tonight. And it is, there's nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend.
No, there's not. And I love that.
Not at all.
So Bob had the last word tonight in the cards. I know it's a regular player stack.
I love trees.
Oh, you got a or figurine.
There you go. Bob's completely taking my place.
But he should have a blue shirt, right?
Help me out here.
You're wearing the blue.
Great, you guys have crowns. You have Bob Ross. I don't have any of that stuff.
Well, that's because you're the odd duck out, right?
Always the odd duck out, always. That's okay. That's my mission. That's why I'm here. It's all good.
But I love this deck. I did not know this existed until I first met Tangi and she pulled cards for me. I had no idea there was something this spectacular.
I pulled Bob Ross cards for you too, Heather, and that's before I knew you were an artist.
Oh, really?
I think with Tangi. So
you can find these at like Barnes and Noble. They're like $6. They're regular playing cards, and they have his artwork on it with his favorite little sayings on it. And they make great oracle cards too.
They don't have. I'll go ask at the front desk because I don't think they have them at my Barnes and Noble. Maybe they can get them.
You can also find them online.
Now our Barnes and Noble, they keep them in the back with the puzzles and the games and stuff. They like really reconfigured our Barnes and Noble here, so you got to go in the back with the
cards.
So dope. Yeah.
Oh, there are no end to his props. No, Tracy, there isn't. The ones that we see and the ones that can't be seen.
Of course, there are no ends to my props. These are not the props you're looking for.
I knew you were going to say that.
Rainbow wand. I love that.
And see if I can do this. See if this makes a difference. If I do this,
here's another one.
Then I can.
It's a disco ball. You got Lady Gaga's disco ball, and then I got my little wand here.
That gives some light right there.
Where's your wand, Allyson?
Oh, I have
personal question.
I have my feathers here.
Oh well, the feathers win.
I do this with my smudging. I have a wild.
Those are beautiful.
Red shoulder hawk, peregrine falcon, and
That's
Nice.
some powerful juju.
And I'd be lying if I'd say I can remember. There's somebody else on here. It's a falcon, but I can't remember who it is.
Nice.
But yeah,
Love
I
that.
did it myself. It's just tied with a ribbon. Bug free. There's no buggies.
Between Gerald's, that's gorgeous. Oh my God. Between me and Gerald's props, we can open an emporium. And then Tom said, Gerald is the Carrot Top of Tarot Tube.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm okay with that. And I like what Tracy Ralph said. She just trumped you. Of course she trumped me because she's, you know, she goes with the feathers, the magical feathers. It's like magical
How can I
feathers
compete
always.
with that?
So
Well, I got a big brush. So there. I'm just looking at stuff that's around me. All righty. It's
my
an
gosh.
hour and a half. So this is not too bad. This is usually, yes, please subscribe to my wonderful guest if you haven't already. Allyson really does great readings on relationships with the different signs. She posts videos all the time for general messages and for love readings. Gerald is always doing all different types of lives. TarotStache way, back and forth with Jamie. I'm just losing track. Special guests all the
like and
time.
subscribe to my channel. It's easy.
So just like and subscribe.
Attitude, by the way. I think she's awesome.
Oh yeah.
We need more people like that.
You love whose attitude? Jamie's?
Yeah.
Jamie's.
She's just so
And it's so fun to keep count when she snorts.
Yep.
I'm not quite there, but I'm pretty darn close. So I totally am like, yeah.
Okay. Now that we're ending, you can come up and say hi to everybody.
Yeah.
So, all righty. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a great weekend. And
Thank you.
And we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.